Welcome to the KELOLAND Sports Zone. I'm Travis Fossing alongside Sean Bauer.
Tonight we'll spotlight 6 college and high school basketball games and begin with the #1 boys team in Class AA. Top-ranked Yankton took aim at its 5th straight win against Harrisburg. Harrisburg feeds Braden Phipps in the post. He'll take 2 dribbles, then go up strong and finish off the window. The sophomore had 19 points on the night. Tigers out front early 4-2. Later in the first, Yankton works the ball to Matthew Moores. He'll drive baseline, rise up, can't quite get the dunk down, but gets the layup to fall. He had 12 points, game tied at 7. A couple possessions later, Tiger senior Nick Hoyt with a little shimmy, then steps back and cashes in the 3. The senior finished with 19 in the game, 13-7, Tigers lead. Ahead to the second quarter on the fast break. Moores will kick to Rex Ryken. He then swings it to Cole Sawatsky. He'll knock down the corner 3. Sawatsky had a team-high 17 points. His Yankton remains undefeated, knocking off Harrisburg 68-59.
A Sioux Falls showdown pitting Roosevelt against Lincoln. Opening quarter, the Rough Riders start strong as Tyler Feldkamp stops, pops, and shreds a net. 3 of his game-high 15 points. Roosevelt leads 5-0. On the near end of the floor, the Patriots respond with 7 consecutive points, including a layup by Sam Fawcett. He had a team-high 14 points. Second quarter, Lincoln grabs a lead as Jared Jaros corrals the inbounds pass, bucket, and the foul. Senior left the game, though, in the third quarter with an apparent knee injury. More from the home team as Carson Devericks loops around the D and scoops through 2 of his 9 points. But Lincoln led by a point at halftime and outlasts Roosevelt 44-42. A matinee at O'Gorman. The winless Knights played Pierre. Second quarter, O'Gorman adds to its 33-16 advantage in thunderous fashion. Okoye attacks the rim and drops a one-handed hammer. He had a game-high 16 points, and the crowd goes wild. Moments later, Pierre gets a bucket back. Gray Zabel catches on the block, backs into the paint, scores 2 of his team-high 11 points. Third quarter, the Knights pull away. On the heels of a steal, Jack Cartwright wraps it around to Eddie Mailer, who lays it in for 2. O'Gorman by 14, and the Knights pick up a 77-40 win over Pierre. We'll have college basketball highlights featuring the USD men and women next. We'll be right back.
You're watching the KELOLAND Sports Zone. Go
Welcome back to the KELOLAND Sports Zone.
The USD men's basketball team held its own for a majority of Tuesday's game at top-ranked Kansas, but ultimately lost to the Jayhawks 89-53. Tonight, the Coyotes look to get back into the win column against Southern Miss. Second half, Tyler Peterson finds Tristan Simpson cutting to the hoop. The junior from Lincoln lays in 2 of his team-high 15 points. Coyotes lead 42-39. A few possessions later, game now tied at 44. Simpson gives to Stanley Amude. He pulls up and buries the mid-range jumper. The sophomore had 11 points. USD up 2. After Southern Miss grabbed a 1-point lead, USD gets it right back. Tyler Peterson threads the needle to Brandon Armstrong for the open bucket. He added 4 points, but Southern Miss outscores USD 37-26 in the second half and upends the Coyotes 66-60.
The USD women closed their stay in Puerto Rico against Indiana. In the final minute of the first quarter, South Dakota builds on a 19-13 lead, working the ball to Allison Arns, who buries a 3. She had 13 points, 22-13 Coyotes after 1. Second quarter, more from the Yotes as Kira Duffy drives and dishes to Chloe Lamb, who tallies 2 of her team-high 18 points. USD leads 28-17. After outscoring USD 23-11 in the third, Indiana carries that momentum into the fourth. Allie Patberg hits a 3 out of her 25, a game high. The Hoosiers snap USD's 10-game win streak, beating the Yotes 68-60. We'll have highlights from a Minnesota girls basketball game next. We'll be right back.
The Hills Beaver Creek girls basketball team has opened the season with 8 straight wins, including Tuesday's 35-point victory over Murray County Central. Tonight, the unbeaten Patriots clash with 1-loss Southwest Minnesota Christian. First half, Eagles junior Jaslyn Prinz hauls in the pass, dribbles once, steps through and scores. Southwest Christian trails 3-2. Later in the half, Hills Beaver Creek sophomore Taryn Rauch attacks the rim and scores, extending the Patriots lead to 5. But Rauch wasn't done as she swipes the pass, then tiptoes the sideline, and she's going to go the length of the floor for another 2 points. 11-4 Pats just like that. Then more from the home team as Whitney Elbers is going to grab the rebound over 2 defenders, and she'll toss through 2 and the foul. Patriots by 11, and Hills Beaver Creek remains unbeaten with a 72-54 win over Southwest Minnesota Christian.
Time to hand out our weekly award, the Avera Orthopedics Player of the Week. Tonight's recipient, O'Gorman's Okoye. The Knights junior had a game-high 16 points, including that monster dunk in the team's 77-40 win over Pierre. Player of the Week is brought to you by Avera Orthopedics. Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics. The weekend sports schedule and powerhouse plays are next. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the KELOLAND Sports Zone, looking ahead to an action-packed weekend on the local sports scene, headlined by the Floyd Farrand Invitational at Lincoln High School. That going on throughout the course of the day with the championship rounds slated for late afternoon. The Swiftel Center Classic going on in Brookings, multiple games going on beginning at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Men's basketball, SDSU takes on Montana beginning at 7 o'clock. While in the NHL, the Minnesota Wild battling their former selves, the Dallas Stars, beginning at 7 o'clock. Sports Calendar is brought to you by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Reach your more.
Well, the clock is winding down, and that means it's time for Powerhouse Plays.
Powerhouse Plays is brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives. Together, we are re-energizing rural. Have a great weekend.